Hello guys and welcome to another video. Today is a very special video. Hakan has asked me to come up with a guide on how to set up an ISA or a LISA or an investment account from scratch. And today we have with us...
Me, Tom.
Tom, my videographer, who has kindly decided that he is going to become an investor today. And what you don't know is I'm going to give you a choice today, actually. Yeah. I'm going to allow you, if you can, because you said you were willing to do £25 a month, right?
That's the minimum, isn't it?
That's the minimum that you can do, yeah. You're willing to do that. If you do 50, I will double it. So you'll have £100 a month going in. But only if you do 50. You have to put in 50, yeah, not 25. But if you commit to putting in that, then I will double it. Okay. So it's completely up to you. You don't have to decide now, but during the video you will have to decide because there will be a point where you're going to set up the direct debit. So guys, if you like this sort of content, if you like these sort of guides where we're going to talk and show you how we actually set up these accounts, please give this video a big like. Remember, if you haven't already subscribed, we have our subscriber dividend portfolio. I know you love that feature, Tom, because you won it the first time round. However, we never gave it to him because he said to redraw it. But next time he wins, we're going to give it to him. In there, I think at the moment, £7,500. Every single month, around the 10th, all you got to do is watch the video, comment, like, and we will put you into the draw. As that grows, we'll be giving out more and more money, so please stay tuned. And over the next couple of years, I'm sure it's going to be a big feature. So let's get into how we're going to set up this. And we're going to use a company called Hargreaves, Lansdown. They are the largest UK-based investment house. They're who I use. You're aware I'm not a financial advisor. I can't give you any financial advice whatsoever, but you've said, look, this is what you're doing. How do I copy? I'm like, okay, let me show you, right? Like, as simple as that. And then it was just coincidental that Hakan, let's put his comment up there. Can we do that? There we go.
I've already done it.
Oh, you've already done it. Of course you have. So the first thing to do when you go to the Hargreaves Lansdown website, our services, click on that. And we have to decide what sort of account you're going to set up. So we can either set up a stocks and shares ISA, where there'll be any growth in there will be completely tax-free, or we can set up a lifetime ISA. And in there, the government are going to give you a 25% bonus on any money you put in. So let's say, for example, you did go for the option where I'm going to give you another 50. Yeah. You put in 100, the government will put in another 25. But here's the caveat, here's the kicker. You can only use that money for a house or when you're 60. Okay? Yeah. So it's called a lifetime ISA. You can use it for buying your first house, or you can use it when you're 60. If you were to take it out before then, you can, but you pay a penalty. And the penalty is 25%. So what you've got to remember that it's 25% on the whole amount, which is greater than what the government's given you. So let's use the example of that £100 has gone in, the government have given you 25, and then you want to take it out tomorrow to buy a car. Yeah. I know you can't get a car for £125. But in that scenario, you would pay more than £25 because you would pay
25% of the 125.
You've got it, absolutely. So there is a penalty to be paid. But if you want to save up for a house, and I know a big aim of yours is to buy a house, then you're going to get 25% more money, guaranteed on the day you put the money in.
Is that overall? So like if it gets to £1,000, it's just...
Yeah, 1,250. It's up to a maximum of £1,000 bonus a year, so £4,000 you can put in.
Oh, so they do 25% on what I've put in, but then if you want to take the money out, you do 25% of the overall total, including what they've given you.
If you took it out for anything other than a house.
So you lose more if you take it out.
Absolutely. But I would not look at it if you weren't going to use it to buy a house.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the LISA because then in my head, I know it's supposed to be for a house, so that I'm not tempted to use it for a car or a holiday.
So you're doing it essentially because you're admitting you can't trust yourself.
Yeah, basically.
So let's click Lifetime ISA on here. Yeah. And obviously, as we set this up, guys, we're going to blur out any personal details. Click Open a Lifetime ISA account. It takes about 10 minutes, as it says. Start. Oh, let's go. Can we just go back to where it said there? Because it tells you some of the bits on there. Like, for example, you have to be between 18 and 39. You have to be free from significant debt.
Wait, so you can't set this up if you're over...
No. If you're 40, you can't set it up. Oh. And in fact, you can't contribute to it after you're 50.
So you've got until...
I've got another 10 years.
I've got the next 25 years.
Yeah. So you need to know that the value of the investments can go up and down. You need to know the bonus. So you put the £100 in, within 4 to 9 weeks, the bonus will be paid. It's not instant. It's within 4 to 9 weeks. You can withdraw, here we are, at 60, or if you get terminally ill. But if you withdraw for any other reason, 25% government withdrawal charge. Okay?
And to be fair, they do say it's charged on the full...
A full withdrawal amount. They don't make it. I don't think it's clear enough, though. I don't think people understand that, because I've had someone speak to me about it before. Well, I'll just pay the 25% back, but you don't. You pay 25% on the whole amount.
Yeah.
But if you're going to buy a house, I can't think of a better way of investing to buy a house.
Well, I mean, yeah,
where you get 25% today.
Yeah, they give you extra.
Yeah. You put in £4,000, you get 5.
Yeah.
Show me the investment that gives you that in 4 to 9 weeks. So yeah, you need to make sure you've got the debit card. Minimum amount is £100, or you can set up monthly payments. You don't need £100 today. You can set up monthly payments. So let's click Start Your Lifetime ISA. You're not an existing client. So guys, this is the first screen he comes to. And as you can see, you've got to put your first name, last name in. National insurance number should be on there. Yes, it is just there. You can't be an admiral, mate. You're not an admiral. National insurance number. That's if they tie it to you. Because again, this is all tax-free. So you need to understand that, let's say for example, you invested all this money and it became worth £1 million. All of that money, even if you made £500,000 in capital growth, would be tax-free. You never pay tax on it. So it's really, really important to remember that. Nationality, you're going to put in email address, phone number, keep going. We'll fill all this out when people aren't looking. But what you are going to click on here and what people should know is you're going to click set up monthly payments. So the choice on here will be, would you like to add money now or later? And the monthly payments will be for later. So
that the first payment, so that will be on?
The 7th of every month.
Is it always the 7th?
No. So if the 7th fell at the weekend, so Hargreaves Lansdown take the money on the 7th or the next working day, and then 3 days later or the next working day, they invest that money. So let's say, for example, the 7th was a Sunday, they'll take it on the Monday, the 8th. And then instead of it being invested on the 10th, it'll be invested on the 11th. So if we look at the direct debit, this is where you're going to have to make your decision. What's it going to be? Are you going to take my money or not? You are. Of course you are. Peer pressure. That's what that is.
I mean, I know I've got to put in 50, but obviously it's the difference between 25 and 100, which...
It's huge.
Yeah. When it
and
comes
you're going to get a government bonus. Like, you're putting in 50 and you're going to get a £75 bonus every single month. Like, show me that investment. That's insane. More than doubling your money in 4 weeks.
And then that's it.
That's it. So guys, we're going to cut from here and we're going to fill all this in and then we'll go to the next stage. So this is stage 2 and we have our account options. So we need a username, password, and then you're going to have security questions underneath. So go for whatever username you fancy. So on the same page, the next thing that we're going to have is, would you like the income received to be, how would you like the income to be treated? You're not going to have any income, okay? Because we're going to use accumulation funds. So it doesn't really matter. I would say select held on account and, just purely because that means any money that is received will be held on account. You're not going to receive any income. It doesn't matter. We're going to use accumulation funds. The reason we're going to use accumulation funds is that because you're not going to take any money out of this unless you buy a house, we just want the value to go up. Yeah. We want that £125 a month to grow in value over time. And what accumulation means is all the dividends that come from the companies automatically buy more units of the fund. Okay. Does that make sense? So if the companies within the fund dividended out at 5%, you would have 5% more units at the end of the year.
So the automatically reinvested one, what's the difference?
I think I've said that wrong. I think the automatic reinvested is you get more units, and on the held account, on the accumulation, it wraps it up within the value of the fund.
Oh, okay.
If that makes sense. So now we're on to the last bit, which is to choose your investments. So it's really important we do this. We might as well choose the investments now, I think. So let's have a look at what the options are. As you can see, you've got shares or funds. We're going to click on funds, and the reason we're going to click on funds is because shares, you're going to have to pay a big dealing charge. You're not investing enough really to deal with shares. So funds is really going to be your only option. So if we go into there, and I think the first thing we'll look at is Vanguard funds. And you've heard me talk a lot about those, right? And the reason I like Vanguard is because when you buy the index fund within Vanguard, you also own part of the company. Okay? So there's a couple of companies I use for funds, and can you remember what the other one was?
Legal
in general. Yeah, legal in general. And the reason is both of those companies in the UK have a big footprint and their fees are incredibly, incredibly low. So I think if we look at Vanguard and we try and choose a couple of things, what you might want to do is have some UK, you might want to have some US, some emerging markets.
The FTSE 100.
FTSE 100, yep. FTSE 100, largest 100 companies in the UK. That would be a good place to start. It's got a dividend ratio at the moment of about 4%. So the accumulation fund within that would go up by that amount of dividend because you're not going to receive the money. So it's up to you how much you put in. You could do £25, you could do 50. It depends on how many funds you want. The minimum on all of them is 25.
Yeah,
so
25 for that.
Yeah, 25 on that one. And then the other one, there's an emerging markets one here. So worth looking at, we said emerging markets. Yeah. That gives you like It's going to give you China, it's going to give you Taiwan, it's going to give you Mexico, it's going to give you South America, it's going to give you Asia, do you know what I mean? All the emerging markets, India. Brings all those together. Again, having some exposure to emerging markets is never a bad thing. It's up to you again, maybe £25 in that. So the last one I would look at is America. And the reason is America always wins, right? It's kind of the rule. They have the biggest military, they manipulate everything so that America always wins. So if I was having any of the largest holding, my largest holding would always be America. No question at the moment. So let's look for an American one. Okay, I can't see one on Vanguard. Maybe there isn't. It doesn't matter. Let's switch to legal in general. Again, the fees are about the same. Everything's about the same. We can look that up a bit later, but I guarantee the fees are all about the same. The performance is all about the same. And if we go down on the legal in general list, I'm sure it'll be somewhere near the bottom. USA. And here it is. Yeah, there you go. So we've got the USA one there. Put that one in. And maybe you go for £50 on that. How does that sound?
Well, do I do
25 on the emerging?
Yeah, 25 on the emerging.
Oh no, 25 on the American. Which one do you want to do? 25 on emerging.
Well, is there a fourth one that I can pick?
I mean, you could go for property. You could go for there's a legal in general property one. It essentially is buying though property on your behalf, one way or another.
Would any of these be worth it, or shall I just?
It's totally up to you.
Shall I just do 50 on one of them? Which, if I was to do 50 on one of them, which
I would do America.
Okay, well we'll do 50 on America then.
Cool.
And
then that's that. Then click continue. And then that's it. We have done. We have now got to the point where your lifetime ISA has been completed. And the next thing is to just wait and see how long it takes to...
just quick.
You're going to see how you can log in now?
Yeah.
Go on then. If it's that quick, guys, and it might be that quick, right? Because this is all automated. There you go. You're logged in, buddy. It's simple as that, right? So first thing you can click on, I'll show people what you can click on. Go into lifetime ISA, first of all. And if you click, that's where all your funds will be. You haven't bought any yet,
so
right?
Is this every month it will automatically just add random stuff?
Every single month. So if we come back to this on the 7th of next month, it'll automatically be there. And I would also suggest downloading the app. And I'll show you the app a bit later on my phone, but the app's great. If you click on monthly savings, there you go. Yeah, click that one.
When it loads.
When it loads.
Wow.
There you go. Go down a bit further. There you go. So now you can see what you're buying each month. So if you wanted to change the amount, let's say for example you wanted to increase the amount you're investing, you could click on that and change it.
Okay.
So nice and simple. If you want to change the funds you're investing in, you can change them there.
Can you add more?
Yep, just click add fund up there, add share. But remember, if you're doing shares, there's a big dealing charge. I think it's £1.95 if you're doing it on a monthly basis, or £11.95 if you're buying a share. I have seen someone buy £50 worth of something and pay 12 quid in fees. And it's just stupid. Like you're paying, you're already at 20% loss, right? Like what are you hoping for? So you go to March. Can you just add like a £1 to be held on account?
Wait, what's the point of doing that?
Well, you're going to need a cash balance because there's going to be some fees associated with running the account.
But why is it only £1?
Well, because your fees are going to be very, very low. They're going to be pennies. 0.06.
Yeah.
So really, really low fees.
But that's annual.
Annually.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
This is why indexes are so great. The fees are so infinitesimally small. And look at here's the past performance here. 10%, 15%, minus 6%. You can see it goes up and down, right? It's not as, and if we click on the chart fund, we'll be able to see it in sort of like a graph format.
Jesus.
Right? So
April. What happened in April?
What happened in April 2020, mate? Do you not remember?
What happened in April?
COVID, right? Jesus.
Well, that's 2020?
Yeah, 2020.
Oh, yeah.
April, COVID.
I didn't realise what year it was.
Yeah. Over the last year, it's a little bit more static, right?
Where do I go to find out like my overall...
Just here. Yeah, straight onto my account and your overall thing will be there.
So like if this gets up to 100k, it will be in here?
Yep, it's going to take a long time to get to 100k, investing £100 a month. But guys, I hope this guide has been useful to everybody. As I said, Tom, you're going to start your investing journey this month. We'll see how we get on. The subscriber dividend portfolio is completely open to everybody to look at. There's £7,500 in there. Subscribe if you haven't already. Any comments, we take our comments seriously. We do these videos. We take your comments and we make videos on them. So guys, I hope this has been helpful. Tom, congratulations on becoming an investor.
Thank you.
And we'll see you on the next video. Cheers, guys.